The Tom and Doug Show. Hi, Doug.
Tom.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Welcome to the show. This is our show. It happens here on this wonderful radio station that you're watching. Or listening
You're
to.
pretty talented that way.
Yeah, because if you drive it and you're watching the radio, that's not good for anybody. But we're willing to put
good
up
for
with
ratings.
That. Yeah,
it's good for ratings.
Yeah, we're willing to put up with that danger if it will.
We're willing to put your life in danger
if
for
it'll
our
make
show.
our show more popular.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to talk about something that I don't know. Maybe you've never experienced, Doug. Have you ever been on an awkward date?
Let me think about that. Probably many, many, many.
I have a friend.
Oh.
It's one of the all-time greatest awkward date stories that I ever remember hearing. Let's play this song, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it.
Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia, Georgia, a song for you. It comes as sweet and clear as the moonlight through the pines. Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind.
Hi, everybody. We're back, and we're talking about awkward dates. And just on cue,
Mr. Awkward himself.
yes,
just
Mike
walked
Murray
into
has
the
showed
studio.
up into the studio.
Mr. Awkward himself? Wow, man.
Please.
So you wanted to hear about my awkward
Yeah, I want to hear about your
dates?
awkward dates.
I pulled them out of the package, and they were a little squishy, and it was awkward. I wasn't sure if they were supposed to be that way or if I should return them to the grocery store.
Oh,
So continue with your story of awkward dates. I'm all ears.
well, this is my friend. I have a friend, and this is his story.
Friend named Mott.
Yeah,
Yeah, Mott.
And he was dating this woman, and he was a really big fan of the Rolling Stones. So when they would come
I know
to
this story.
Buffalo, he would buy tickets to the Buffalo concerts. He would go to the Cleveland concerts. He would go to two Syracuse concerts. He was just into it. So he had this woman that he was dating, but they were always fighting all the time. And somehow they had decided to go to this Rolling Stones concert. This is like the third concert he had gone. So they drove the 2.5 hours to Syracuse together, and it was not going well. In the car, they were just arguing, and I don't want to be here, she's telling him, and he's like, oh. So they park the car, and they're going into the stadium, and they sit down, and before anything starts, it just boils over, and she says, I want to leave. So they leave the stadium, and they go back out towards the car, and what they hadn't realized is that when you park in such a place, you are locked in until the end of the concert. So they had to sit there for
So their-
two
their
and a
car-
half
their
hours.
car was blocked in?
the car. Yeah, the car was totally blocked in. They had to sit there for 2.5 hours in the car together, stewing. No words were said.
So did they get married after that?
I think that's a pretty awkward date.
Yeah.
I should care. I should go around weeping. I should care. I should go without sleeping. Strangely enough, I sleep well, except for a dream or two. But then I count my sheep well. Funny how sheep can lull you to sleep, but I should care. I should let it upset me. I should care. But it just doesn't get me. Maybe I won't find someone as lovely as you. But I should care, and I do. I should care. I should let it upset me. I should care. But it just doesn't get me. Maybe I won't find someone as lovely as you, but I should care, and I do.
Well, I'm going to go back to when everything was awkward for
Really?
my awkward date story. 8th grade. I have no memory of how I met this girl, but it was like summer before or after 8th grade. And she would come over to my house. And so at that age, right, you're just starting to explore, what are these ideas about what kissing is. And all I remember about this is like, you want to do French kissing. But you know what? It's freaking gross. Sticking your tongue in someone else's mouth and then like going into the bathroom and going, yeah, and like wiping your own tongue off. So I remember, this first experience with that just was, why does anyone do this? My experience is that perhaps, this wasn't the person I really wanted to be dating, as well as just being young and,
But they'd passed a note that said, Susie likes you. Do you like her or not? Check the box, yes or no.
Exactly.
And you checked the yes box,
did.
Doug. That's a sacred contract.
Well, I went through with it. I just wiped my tongue off.
Who here loves Star Trek?
Get your geek on.
You're getting your geek on, yes.
Now, you all know the theme song to Star Trek, right? But very few people realize there are actual lyrics to the song.
Yes.
And even fewer have ever heard those lyrics. You are about to hear why they have never been broadcast on network television.
Star Trek, we're checking out what's new. Oh, Star Trek, oh man, what a view. Oh, we're cruising out to the stars and Mars. Oh, Star Trek, we love you. Star Trek, we're pushing warp 9. Star Trek, we're doing just fine. We cruise with our phasers all set on stun for fun. Oh, Star Trek, you're number one. Star Trek, ooh, look at that star.
Ooh, that's a nice one, Tom.
Hey, Star Trek, beam me down where you are. My non-interference directive won't do for you. Oh, Star Trek, we love you.
Aren't those terrible? Well, it turns out after doing a little more research, I found out there really are words to Star Trek. And they're even worse.
Here we go. Beyond the rim of starlight, my love wandering in the star of flight. I know he'll find the star-clustered region. Oh, love, change, love teaches. Star woman teaches. Oh, I know his journey ends never. Oh, Star Trek will go on forever. But tell him that while he wanders the starry sea, remember, please remember me.
Hey, Tom, I'm completely aghast. Our words kick the real words' ass.
Yes, Doug, though I'm sure that you're real nonplussed, then please remember that Star Trek is way more love than us.
So, Thomas, although you told a story, you claimed it wasn't yours.
Well, you know, for me, all dates were awkward. I
Uh-huh.
remember telling you I would rather paint this entire condominium than go out on a date. That's the way I felt. It was like, oh, just so nerve-wracking.
And what is it that's so nerve-wracking?
Well, I didn't know how to function. I remember I used to study people. What do people do on dates?
See, and I just love that.
Really?
I absolutely love that introductory getting to know you, trying to figure out who this other person is. I think that's absolutely fun and fascinating.
I was just so nervous.
I agree with Tom. And Doug is crazy.
I think the difference is I'm not worried so much about whether I'm doing something in a way that I don't need the approval necessarily. I can really just be interested in whatever she's saying.
Now, wait a second here, Doug. Now, is this Doug as of the last 15 years, or was this Doug in 8th grade?
Well, no,
also?
8th grade, no. Doug,
See,
it's not at all.
All
like
right.
that.
See, there's a
Yeah.
difference here. This is an awkward date that did not happen to any of us. This is in Ames, the grand metropolis of Ames. 20 years ago, they built a walk path down by the creek, by the stadium. And when it first went in, it didn't go from anywhere to anywhere, so no one was ever on it. We would walk our dog there and see deer and things like that. A very quiet place. Well, it turned out there was a police report that a man and a woman, both Iowa State students, were walking on the path when they were accosted. Accosted, I tell you, by a stranger with a gun.
Really?
On this path, and they were mugged by this man in the evening, and there was a struggle, and the gun went off and shot the man in the leg, and the police came, the paramedics.
And the guy with the gun ran off, got away, right?
He must have,
Yep.
yeah. Okay, I couldn't remember the part. And when the paramedics got there, they said they heard the guy say, "I didn't think it hurt so much to get shot with a .22." Well, they thought that was a little strange. Wow, that guy's good. He could tell right away what the caliber of the weapon was. Or perhaps it was more the fact that he'd arranged this mugging with a friend of his so he'd look cool for his date.
To take a bullet for her.
Both the friend and the man got arrested.
Oh, man. And all they're trying to do is impress this girl. Isn't that kind of funny? That the whole plan was to impress this girl.
I don't think she was impressed.
Oh. All right. Well, that's pretty good. All right. We'll play some more music for you and we'll come back.
I wanna be a Russian victor. This is what I want to be. The racist mean is my protector. Protect my shame to set me free. I don't really believe in gravity. The earth sucks, you know it's so. They say free will is just depravity. I gave up thinking years ago. I wanna be a Russian victor. I wanna live among the meek. I'd walk the flat earth's every sector to hear the echoes that I seek. I wanna be a Russian vector. I wanna be controlled by you. I wanna hear my new director. You hold the reins, I read the news. I wanna hear all sides and see. I wanna hide beneath the din. It works for you, it works for me. I lose my mind until I win. I wanna be a Russian vector. I wanna see it on TV. Happy faces, thoughts selector. I always knew it could be me. I need to find a better truth. I can't accept what I plainly see. There must be lies, there can't be truth. Won't let them play their tricks on me. I wanna be a Russian vector. I wanna be a Russian victor. I wanna be a Russian victor. I wanna be a Russian victor. I wanna be a Russian victor.
Hey, I'm Jimmy Lim from Toronto. I'm an actor, musician, and a model. You're watching Tom and Doug Show.
Love is a myth. Love is a myth. Love is a myth, so if you can't find it now, you know why. It's just an old wives' tale. It's just a big fairy tale. It's just a big old story to explain away our natural desires. Don't blame it on me if it brings you down. Don't blame it on me if it gets you down. Don't blame it on me if you didn't want to know. Love is a lie. Just a cruel, heartless lie. Just a lie people keep on repeating through their whole lives. I'm a victim too, 'cause I wish it were true. And that lie is just a lie until that lie sinks its teeth into you. Don't blame it on me if it gets you down. Don't blame it on me if it brings you down. Don't blame it on me if you didn't want to know. Don't blame it on me if it brings you down. Don't blame it on me if it gets you down. Don't blame it on me if you didn't want to know.
Hi, everybody. We're back, and we've just gone on a little saga of what it's like to be on awkward dates. And sometimes they're more awkward than others.
Kind of like this show. So come back awkwardly next week.
But mine wasn't about being on an awkward date. It was about don't eat awkward dates because they're not any good and you got to return them to the grocery store.
Thank you, and we'll see you guys next week on
Bye.
the show. Bye.
So, Tom, you know how at the end of the show we always have these legal things to
Yes.
read and, and little witticisms. And
I'm barely legal.
I have seen you on the internet. But I notice it's always just us. We never have Joe on
Yeah.
here talking.
Yeah,
Why
at the end
not?
of the show.
Yeah, end of the show. Joe,
Joe-
have you got nothing to say? You walk in here, you got something. You got to say something.
I'm not good at happy endings. Not too good at that. Sorry.